So it is 7:30 on a Monday night. I just got done grocery shopping. We just got back into town yesterday, and I really needed to get out. And I just went through Chick-fil-A and got an 8-piece grilled chicken nuggets and a side salad, and that's what I'm going to have for dinner right now. It's just so late, and I just got to eat right now, and I just really feel like doing this, it's like you're not going to get your goal without commitment. You're just not, and you're going to have to fight for it. Hi everybody, welcome back to Cat on Point. Okay, so it is Wednesday, so it's a weigh-in Wednesday. I will give you my weigh-in at the end of the video, not to keep you in suspense, but it just makes more sense to do it that way. We have been out of town for a little bit, so I'm sorry I haven't been here, but I wanted to take you through my out-of-town journey, which you're going to see in just a minute, so you can see the foods that I was choosing and the things that I had to pack and stuff to stay on board, and really had to make a conscious effort to go to the grocery store, buy the things that I needed, pack certain things, choose certain things at certain eateries, and to try to stay on board. And of course, it's a trip. So is there going to be something in there that trips me up a little bit? There's always a little something out there that kind of tempts you. So I'll take you through that and share those moments with you. But then I'll give you the weigh in and we'll wrap up at the end of the video. So I hope you're doing wonderful, and I'll see you in a little bit. Night before we left, I had a bed of spinach with an omelet that had ground turkey, lean ground turkey in the omelet to bump up the protein. Next morning, I had a little French omelet with a slice of Black Forest ham and a third of a cup of the granola that I make, the homemade granola. And then I had a mug muffin, which I found out it gets super fluffy like a cake if I just put it in a really big bowl, and a half a cup of blueberries, and we set out. Okay, so we saw all kinds of weather on the way. We hit some snow. Okay, so first stop, we are using the bathroom, gassing up. We're in Baker, California, and it's not lunchtime yet. We can wait until Barstow, which is about, I don't know, maybe another hour or so, hour and a half driving. And then what we're hoping to do is get Panda Express because of their really great options. So I'm thinking maybe the green bean chicken and some brown rice if they have it. Now, one thing I picked up at Panda Express is that they give you a lot more chicken if you get the grilled teriyaki chicken, although I believe it's a thigh, not chicken breast, so you have to watch it with the fat on that. I actually I couldn't eat it all. It was just a lot. And they give you a lot of brown rice, so make sure if you eat it all, it's going to be just too much. Okay, so I kind of feel like I ate in bits and pieces, but I was making the best choices I could. First morning, I had brought a smoothie mix and some almond milk and water. I've got a little bit of the almond butter here, so I made a smoothie to start the day off. And then later we went to Denny's, and I had a bowl of fruit, 2 orders of egg whites and 1 toast and some decaf. Then we stopped at the grocery store to get some essentials that we needed for the rest of the trip. And then I was offered a chicken leg, and I had some whole grain toast with that. And then I made some chicken soup for our loved one with chicken breasts and plenty of veggies. And so I had some. Later on, I had a snack of a no-sugar protein yogurt with some flaxseed meal and some raspberries on top of that for some fiber. And then later on, we were visiting, and I had a protein smoothie with water only and a little granola that I made. And then later I had some soup and 1 bread with a half of a cheese and a slice of turkey. Next morning, egg whites again, an orange toast. And then later on the trip home, I made a smoothie and some raspberries for the trip home. And then we stopped here at a farm. Okay, now this was the hard part, the bump in the road. We stopped at this little farm on the way, and they had bags of kettle corn, and I thought, well, let's get one for the kids, right? Okay, but you're kind of like trapped in a car with the smell of kettle corn for hours. So yes, I had a few handfuls of kettle corn, and that is not on the plan whatsoever. And I feel like it would have been much more perfect had it not been for that moment. Also had a pinch of trail mix as well. I want to say a pinch, but it's probably like a quarter cup. And so not so bad, but definitely snacking that wasn't on the plan. And I kind of feel like after making it through so many challenges that wasn't really a big deal. So I wanted to kind of like have a little something from the trip that was kind of like, celebratory, I guess. And so we made it home, and we are back 100%. We really enjoyed, honestly, all the weather. Even with the bad weather, we really enjoyed all the sights on this trip. It was just so beautiful, so green, and very different from where we're from, which is in the desert. And we don't see things like this, so the kids really enjoyed looking out the window and seeing all of this beautiful green. It was almost like a painting or a cartoon or something. It was just so pretty. It was really amazing to see clear skies and snow and a dust storm and a blizzard all on one trip. So we finally made it home, and we have some brown rice. I made a little chicken stir fry with veggies, and that's what we had for dinner. So as you can see, I battled the kettle corn, which I forgot to take a picture of, but I wanted to tell you about it. But I think overall I came out victorious in this. It was kind of easy for me to do that in the way because we were making a visit to a trip to visit somebody rather than a trip to go and enjoy myself in celebrating different foods and trying different eateries and things like that. That wasn't the purpose of this trip, so it was okay. I didn't really feel like I was like missing out on anything. I think it would have been much harder if we would have done something like that, like maybe going on a cruise or going to Vegas or something like that. It's more about trying different foods and things like that. And so it would have been a lot harder. But I'm glad that I came out as victorious as I did, even still. There's still a lot of things to be had. One of the things that was kind of tempting for me was when we were at the farm, they had blueberry pies on sale, and they were 2 for $1. And I love pie and I love blueberry. So I just had to kind of like walk right by that and just leave that alone. Okay, so am I getting bored with eating like this? No, I'm not getting bored. I think I thought I would be, but it is a constant hit of protein. I feel like I'm eating all the time, and it's not like a tiring sort of, oh, I'm eating all the time. It's like, oh yeah, I get to have something else. And everything that I'm having is going to really be good for my body. I'm going to be able to use it. Everything has a purpose. And so my inflammation is way down. I feel very energetic. I sleep well. I really feel good. And so the only thing I would have to say I've really missed is that feeling, and the honey brought this up the other day. He said, I'm not getting, as much as I feel good and I know this is doing the right thing and I'm doing well for my body, he said, I'm not feeling that kind of like a serotonin or a melatonin hit where you're like, you know what I mean? You get this, you have something like a super sloppy deluxe burger and a fry or a big piece of chocolate cake or something, and you just sit back and go, oh, that's the stuff, right? I'm not feeling that, right? And he doesn't feel that. And so in that way, it's not over triggering the pleasure center of my brain. And I think in some little way, I am missing that. It's just an itch that stays back there sometimes. And I think that's part of kind of like an addictive feeling or something. I don't know. Is that what that is? So whatever it is, we are choosing to not pay attention to that right now, because we know that, when we're after 30 days of this, that we'll probably try something and see, how that feels. But I don't know. But we're really feeling like in 30 days is not going to be enough. Honestly, we're learning how to eat properly, and it's paying off. The honey's down, I think. I think something like 8 pounds since he's started, which is pretty darn quick. But honey has a lot of muscle. One of the things he was concerned about was that he felt like he was losing, some of that muscle that he worked so hard to gain. But we knew that this was the score. I mean, when you lose fat, you don't get to choose where it goes, and usually your body takes muscle and fat at the same time for a while, and then you can put the muscle back on. So for me this week, I am down 1.2, and I am so glad that I will take that. Last week I was still down 3 pounds, and this week another 1.2. So this is working for me. I'm going to keep going. We've got, I think, another 2 weeks or so of eating this way. And then what I'm doing is I think I'm deciding to stay close to eating this way. Now, what it works out in Weight Watcher points is that it looks like I'm leaving about 5 points on the table every night, so about 5 or 6 or something on the table every night at least. So I don't know, if that's because of the type of points that I'm having that is really doing better for me, or could I, leave 5 points on the table and eat differently and still lose weight? I don't know. That remains to be seen. That's another experiment. But I'm getting a lot of protein, and close to about 150 grams of protein a day, and it's what's really keeping me satiated and fueled like it is. So I'm going to keep on going. So I am gathering up recipes so that once the 30 days is up, we can be a little more creative, stay within the same perimeters, but be a little more creative, continue to lose, and still try some different things. So I'm looking forward to sharing those things with you guys. So anyway, I'm going to let you go for now. Very happy to report that I'm down 1.2. I feel great. My inflammation's down and everything's going wonderful. Again, I am following the fat loss plan on the Train with Joan app, and I am still doing her workout. I'm following her intermediate workout, and I didn't work out at all this week while we were out of town, and so that was a few days or so. I want to say maybe 4 days last week I didn't work out. I still lost weight. So anyway, just want to let you know. Okay guys, I'm gonna let you go for now, and I hope you have a wonderful Wednesday.